your host Dave for the Bob Smokes. Tonight we're going to make pepper steak. So stay tuned. Alright, now the first thing we're going to do is marinate the steak. We've got approximately about a pound of flank steak right here, cut into thin strips. We've got a teaspoon of cut up fresh ginger right there. We have a teaspoon of cornstarch right here. And right here we have some balsamic vinegar. Now the recipe calls for rice vinegar, but I didn't have any, so I'm substituting balsamic vinegar. That's 1 teaspoon. We have 1 teaspoon of sesame seed oil, and we have 1 teaspoon of low sodium soy sauce. So what we're going to do is we're going to mix all this up in this bag right here. So let's do that. So we're gonna set this aside while we make our sauce, and we'll be right back. Okay, while our meat's marinating, we're gonna make the sauce. We have a tablespoon of cornstarch, a teaspoon of black pepper, and half a teaspoon of sugar. We have 1 teaspoon of low sodium soy sauce, 3 tablespoons of water, and 3 tablespoons of Hoisin sauce. Now the recipe originally calls for oyster sauce, but I'm allergic to shellfish, so I substituted the oyster sauce for this Hoisin sauce, and there's not much of a difference in the taste. So let's go ahead and add these spices in here. And our 3 tablespoons of water, and our soy sauce. A little salt to taste, however much salt you like. Okay, now we're going to set this sauce aside for a little while we cook our meat. So now we've got our meat. We have half of a red bell pepper and 1 onion, and I julienned these. That means cutting them into thin strips. We're going to cook the meat first, drain it, and then set it aside until it's just pink inside. Then we're going to throw in the peppers and the onions and let them cook a little bit, and we're going to throw the meat back in the pan. So we'll be right back. All right, we're going to put a couple tablespoons of oil in there. We're going to make sure and get this pan really hot because we want to sear the meat. Now I want to cook this meat till it's just pink inside. We don't want to undercook it, but we don't want to overcook it either. All right, now what we want to do is, I believe that's cooked well enough. I want to take this meat and transfer it to another plate because we're going to put our onions and our red bell peppers in there and cook those in this sauce that's left over. We're going to throw our onions in there. Now I like to cook the onions a little bit before I put the peppers in there. Now we're going to put in the pepper. We're going to cook those for a little bit. Now the meat goes back in the wok with the vegetables, and we cook that just a little bit longer until the meat's fully cooked. Just let that cook over medium heat. Now remember the sauce we made a while ago while we were waiting for the meat to marinate? This goes right in here, right over the meat. So we stir that up rather nicely. All these flavors blending together. And just let this cook a little bit over low heat. And I'm going to make some rice to eat this with. Well, y'all, this brings another cooking session to a close. I hope you enjoyed that. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do. Press the red subscribe button down below and click the like button if you liked it. And if you'd like to leave a comment, scroll all the way down to the bottom where it says public comments. Let me know what you think. And remember, folks, don't take this day for granted, because when it's gone, it's gone. God bless y'all.